English has around 1 million words, and as of 2023, 1.5 billion people speak it worldwide. But here's the kicker. Only 1% of them know all the words I'm about to test you on. When I was preparing for the TOEFL test, I thought my English was perfect. I was like 120 out of 120, easy. But guess what? I was a little bit wrong. I didn't know nearly as many advanced words as I thought. And trust me, sounding smart in English can be a total game changer. I'm actually working with a tutor right now who makes me sound better during my interviews, because I realized when I'm interviewing entrepreneurs here in the United States for my channel Silicon Valley Girl, I say a little bit like, wow, awesome, nice, oh. We're working with she's my accent coach as well, but she's like, Marina, you need to use more advanced words. Like, could you elaborate on that? That sounds fascinating. This is breathtaking, and this is a real breakthrough. Like, we're learning to use more words instead of just wow. So today, I've got a challenge for you. Are you in that top 1%? Let's find out. I'll give you 15. Fill in the blank questions. Pick the word that makes the most sense in context. I'll share some pronunciation tips and real-life examples after each answer. Ready, steady, go. Question 1. During my first live TV interview, I wanted my answers to be clear and easy to follow. So I made sure to speak in a lucid, perplexing, ambiguous manner. Which one would you choose? The correct answer here is lucid. Lucid means expressed clearly and easy to understand. If you ever have a presentation in English, practice speaking slowly and clearly. This is something I'm working on as well. I am still sometimes rushing my words because I'm nervous or because I'm too excited. Don't do that. I'm trying to slow myself down here as well. I need to be more lucid in my speech. So next time you explain something important, make sure your message is clear and structured. Question number 2. When I was building my business, I had to make a lot of quick decisions under pressure. Having decision-making skills was key to surviving those early days. Inept, oblivious, astute. What is the correct answer here? The correct answer is astute. Astute means showing good judgment and sharp decision-making skills. Imagine you're at a job interview and they ask you how you solve problems. You don't want to say you're good at thinking. You want to say you have astute problem-solving skills. That makes you sound sharp and professional. If you're in Silicon Valley, investors love when you're astute. Quick thinking, confident, strategic. Question number 3. I once had someone spread false rumors about my accent being too strong for public speaking. That person tried to my reputation, but I didn't let it stop me. Slander, commend, reinforce. What's the correct answer here? The correct answer is slander. Slander means to damage someone's reputation by spreading false statements. If someone criticizes your accent, remember your voice is your strength. Even native speakers have different accents. Focus on just being clear, not perfect. Question number 4. When I was learning English, I used to miss small pronunciation mistakes, but my teacher pointed out a difference between sheep and ship that changed everything. Blatant, subtle, negligible. What's the correct answer here? And the correct answer is subtle. Subtle means not obvious, but important. Pay attention to the pronunciation. Don't pronounce the B. It's not subtle, it's subtle. The little things matter in pronunciation. Record yourself speaking, then listen closely. It's the best way to catch those subtle mistakes early. You can also ask ChatGPT to chat with it and say like, hey, how American do I sound to you? Can you give me some tips on sounding more American? Question number 5. One time, I tried to calm a heated argument between friends, but my words only seemed to the situation. Alleviate, pacify, exacerbate. Correct answer is exacerbate. Exacerbate means to make a situation worse. That's not an easy word to remember, right? When you learn a new word, try using it in 3 different sentences right away. That's how I made tough vocabulary stick when I was preparing for my TOEFL. Are you ready for question number 6? During an important presentation, I needed to strong data to convince my audience. Fabricate, compile, dismiss. The correct answer is compile. Compile means to gather and organize important information systematically. When learning English, compile useful vocabulary and phrases into a personal word bank. I used to keep a small notebook where I wrote down new words, their meanings, and example sentences. Now you can do this on your phone. Try organizing words by topic, business, travel, daily conversations, so you can easily review them when needed. Having a system makes learning so much easier and faster. You can find both the system and words organized by topic in our From Intermediate to Advanced course. Together with Venya Pak and Angela Pirozzi, we've designed a Super Boost course to help you reach a higher level of English. This is what our students write. The course is great because it has a clear structure, inspiring teachers, and a sufficient duration of lessons without unnecessary information. The notes for rules are very helpful and up to date. Overall, it's very useful and easy for self-study, and I strongly recommend it for anyone looking to improve their grammar level. Farida says, it was an amazing experience to join such a great team and upgrade my skills. I appreciate the excellent job done by Venya, Marina, and Angela, helped me feel more confident while speaking, but I need more practice to achieve my goals. I hope to continue my journey with LinguaTrip. The course includes not only vocabulary and grammar practice, but also a lot of speaking. You will get access to the Telegram group where you can chat with other participants and ask questions. Xenia says, thank you LinguaTrip for such an excellent course to improve my English. I gained a lot of useful knowledge and I have many opportunities to practice it with my teammates. Sophia says, LinguaTrip is the best. I have leveled up my English. Marina and Venya are the best professional teachers that I have ever had in my experience. Don't miss out, join now, and let's make learning English fun and efficient together. The link is down below. Now let's move on to question number 7. When I first arrived in the US, I wanted to sound smart and confident. So in my early investor pitches, I used a lot of fancy words, but my speech was overly, and I ended up confusing people. Modest, ambiguous, grandiose. The correct answer is grandiose. Grandiose means unnecessarily large or detailed, meant to seem important. Investors didn't care about complicated language. They just wanted a clear business plan. If you want to sound confident, use strong, clear words instead of trying to impress people with complicated vocabulary. Unless you're taking a test like TOEFL and IELTS, this is your time to shine with your advanced words in English. Question number 8. I faced many challenges as an entrepreneur, but no matter what, I've always stayed in my goals. Wavering, steadfast, capricious. The correct answer is steadfast, means loyal, determined, and not giving up, no matter what. When I moved to the US, people told me building a successful business was impossible, but I stayed steadfast. So if you're learning English, be steadfast in your practice. Even when it feels hard, keep going. Question number 9. When I first started learning English, I thought every long word meant something complicated. But over time, I developed a more approach, understanding the logic behind the language. Sophisticated, vapid, sluggish. The correct answer is sophisticated. Sophisticated means having a deeper, more refined understanding of something. When I started analyzing English, not just memorizing, I learned faster. Instead of memorizing words, try to understand their roots. Many English words come from Latin or Greek. Knowing that helps you guess meanings. Question number 10. When I first started negotiating brand deals as a creator, I made some mistakes. But over time, I became more and learned how to negotiate like a pro. Adroit, halting, maladroit. The correct answer is adroit, means skillful, especially in handling difficult situations. Speaking English fluently is not just about vocabulary, it's about using it at the right time. The best way to sound adroit in English: practice real-life situations, role-play job interviews, negotiations, and presentations. Question number 11. When I first moved to the US, people gave me advice about changing my accent, but I was in my belief that I should keep it while improving my pronunciation. Adamant. Compliant. Aloof. And the correct answer is adamant. Adamant means firmly refusing to change your mind. You don't need to erase your accent completely, just make sure you're clear and confident. Question 12. Some people used to criticize my pronunciation, but I never let them my confidence. Extol. Denigrate. Venerate. Correct answer: denigrate. Means to insult or make someone seem less important. Ignore people who try to denigrate your English skills. Focus on improving. When learning English, do not be afraid of criticism. Use it as fuel to improve. I used to feel embarrassed when people corrected my pronunciation, but then I realized every mistake is a lesson. If someone corrects you, thank them, write it down, and practice. I pay people now to correct my mistakes. And if someone gives you feedback in a rude way, ignore the negativity and keep going. There is no place for rude people in your life. Question number 13. When I first started YouTube, people said, "Marina, why are you doing this?" But now my ability to teach English effectively is one of my most qualities. Distinguishing. Superfluous. Imperceptible. The correct answer is distinguishing. Distinguishing means something that makes someone or something stand out from others. It refers to a unique or defining characteristic. My videos became my distinguishing content. People love them. Find what makes you stand out in English. Maybe it's great vocabulary, a fun accent, or humor. Question number 14. At first, people didn't take my business seriously, but later my work was, as an example of success for immigrants, vilified, repudiated, lauded. The correct answer is lauded, means highly praised. Success takes time, but if you work hard, people will recognize you. And I have my last question for you, question number 15. I once spoke at an event where the microphone stopped working, but I kept talking loudly and the audience loved it. I stayed unflappable, irascible, flustered. The correct answer is unflappable. Unflappable means calm and composed, even in stressful situations. When speaking English, don't panic, stay relaxed, even if you make a mistake. How did you do? Let me know in the comments how many questions you got right. And if you love learning new words like this, make sure to hit the button and subscribe so we can keep improving together. See you in my next video. I am looking forward to reading your comments. This was really tough, guys, even for someone who's lived in the US for 10 years. Congratulations on staying up to the very end. Looking forward to reading your comments. Please subscribe and see you soon. Bye.